G'day lovelies, welcome back. Today we are making caramel rocky road. First thing we need to do is get roughly a 23 by 23 centimetre square cake tin, and we need to line it with baking paper and set it aside. Now I will write the recipe down below the video in the description as always. Now when it comes to my caramel rocky road, instead of using crushed nuts, I like to use scorched peanut bars. But if you can't get them, you can just use your crushed nuts. Now back in the day when I used to make it, I only needed one bar, but they were a lot bigger. So I bought a couple of extras just in case. So what I did is I put them in the fridge to make them really hard, because we're going to crush them down. So we want to chop it up into small pieces first. Okay, once we've chopped it up, and we want to do it reasonably quick because we don't want the chocolate to melt just yet. Now we want to put them all into our Ziploc bag, and the crushed bits left over, we just put them straight into our bowl. Now we want to leave the bag open just like we would with the nuts so the bag doesn't pop. And now with a rolling pin, we just want to crush it all down. Now that we've crushed them, we want to pour them into our little bowl. Oh yeah boy! Now that might just be enough, but just in case, I don't want to have to go crushing stuff later. So I've got another bar out, and I'm going to crush up another half a bar and add it to it. Now we'll go through the rest of the ingredients we need. We need a 280 gram packet of marshmallows, a 180 gram block of Cadbury caramello chocolate. We need two 200 gram bags of cooking chocolate. For the caramel one, we want both of them to be milk chocolate. We need roughly 150 gram packet of Jersey caramels. I can't remember if they were always called that or not, but the little square caramels with the cream colour in the middle, we want roughly 150 grams of them. I think those ones I got from Coles, but I have seen them at the IGA. I just think they're a different brand. And last but not least, we need one packet of chewy caramel tams. Now we need a large saucepan to melt the chocolate down in. The reason we need a large one is we need a lot of space to be able to mix it through after. Now we need to get a flat spatula, whether it's plastic or silicone, but you want something soft. So once the chocolate is melted, we can scrape the chocolate off the bottom as we're mixing it all through. Now we want to put our 400 grams of milk chocolate in there. And if you're using block chocolate, just break them all up. Once we've done that, we just want to stick it on the stove top until we need it. Now we need to get a large bowl out. Now we want to open all our packets up, and we want to roughly divide everything into three. Now that we've done that, we're all ready to go. So the first thing we want to do is we want to cut up 1/3 of the marshmallows. We want to cut them in half, and then we want to get the sticky inside, and we want to push it down on our scorched peanut so it covers it all and into the bowl. The reason we do this is so that the marshmallows don't clump up. So now I'm just going to keep doing this for 1/3 of the marshmallows. So I've done 1/3 of the marshmallows, and looking at the crushed scorched peanut bars, we probably could have definitely got away with just using one, which is great. So because I've got heaps there, what I'm going to do is just get 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to sprinkle it over the marshmallow. And each time I do the marshmallows, I'm just going to do that so we get it a bit even through there. But yeah, that was a surprise. I didn't realise that we weren't going to use that much. Now we want to get 1/3 of our biscuits, and we want to cut them into 4, like so, and then into the bowl. I just like to spread it out when I throw them in there. Now we want to grab 1/3 of our caramels, and with these I'm going to slice them into 4. Each one like that, and put them in there. Wow, they're actually really fresh this time, and they're nice and soft. Woohoo, winning. Oh my god, mate. It's taken everything I've got not to shove all this crap in my mouth. Now we want to get a third of our caramello chocolate and we want to break them up into blocks and throw them in there. Now that we've done that, we're going to do everything over again in the same order. So I'm now going to cut up another third of the marshmallows, dip them in our crushed mix, and into our bowl. And because it made so much, when I finish this lot of marshmallows, I'm going to sprinkle another teaspoon over the top. Once we're done, our bowl should look like this. I know, right? Get out of town. Now I did sprinkle a teaspoon of the crushed scorched peanut bar in each layer, but I didn't throw any more in because it might soak up the chocolate too much. So because it's got the praline in it, I don't want to sprinkle over the top after in case it just goes sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'll just cover that in Glad wrap, and next time I'm making a banana sundae or something, I'll just sprinkle it over the top. Now we've got our bowl of goodness ready to go. We've got our tin with paper in it ready to go. We've got our spatula ready to go. Now I'm going to get a spoon out to melt the chocolate. We're going to put the chocolate on the lowest possible heat. We don't want to leave it. We want to stay with it. And as soon as it's melted, we want to take it straight off. Now that our chocolate is melted, we want to pour in our bowl of naughtiness. Mate. And with our spatula, we want to dig in and turn. Move it around a bit. Dig in and turn. And we want to keep going until everything is coated in chocolate. So once it looks like this, mate, ready to go. Now we want to dump it all into our tin. Once we've got it all in there, with our chocolate spoon, we just want to push it all down around the edges and into the corners first, nice and gently. Once it's sort of even, very gently with the back of the spoon, we just want to go and push it all down, real gently. Now I like to just pick it up a little bit and drop it a few times. And just like that, lovelies, our caramel rocky road is done. Now we want to bang it in the fridge, exactly like that, for 2 hours. Okay, it's been a couple of hours and mate, it smells amazing. So now we want to take it out the tin. And we just want to pull all the paper back. Now in summer, we want to leave it for 5 minutes. Winter, leave it for 10. We just want to soften it up a little bit to cut it. We still want it hard. We just don't want it rock hard. Alright, it's been a painful 5 minutes. It probably needs a bit longer, but I ain't waiting. Now we need a big knife, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to cut those halves in half, so we've got 4 bars. And honestly, I don't think I've got one straight yet. Oh, yeah. Alright. Got there. Now that we've cut them into the 4 bars, we want to wrap each one separately in Glad wrap. Now that they're all wrapped, we want to throw them in the fridge, and you store them in the fridge. They will last over a month. So say someone's coming over and you want to pull a bar out, you pull it out, unwrap it, you cut it into bite-sized pieces while it's still hard, and then you put it on a plate or whatever you want to put it on, and then leave it sit out for a little while to soften up, and mate, oh, what a treat. Now if you wanted to wrap them up for gifts, for Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, whatever, so if you wanted one big block as a gift, you put them all together like that, but still wrap them separately. You get a piece of cellophane and wrap it like a present, and then put some ribbon around it, and it's an absolutely beautiful gift. Now because I'm making so many this week, I'm actually going to give a few out as gifts, but I'm going to do one of each different sort of bar. The other way you can gift them out is you can wrap them all separately in cellophane, put some ribbon around them and give them out as bars. And back when we did the Mint Rocky Road, we used one of these jars. They were $5 from Kmart. It's a 2-litre jar with a black lid. We chopped 2 bars up into nice thick pieces, and it filled the jar. Well, there you have it, lovelies. Caramel Rockin' Road. Get your lips around this one. Absolutely moorish. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow at about the same time with another Rockin' Road. So I will see you all then. Toodles.